There is a long history of companies making movies out of video games, and by and large, they suck. But Hitman 47, it's pretty much the same. Hey, I'm Travis with reviewsfortherestofus.com. This week we're talking about Hitman Agent 47. How is it? Where should you see it? Who should you see it with? So basically, Hitman Agent 47 is based on a popular video game series around, as you guessed, hitmen, but they're genetically modified. They're superhuman. Ever heard that storyline before? Anyway, superhuman, super strong, super smart, and absolutely no moral compass. Problem is, their creator, their inventor, their doctor guy disappears because he does develop a moral compass. Fast forward 20 some odd years in the future, and one of the hitmen and a young lady who are kind of thrust together in circumstances both find themselves looking for the same doctor. Hitman Agent 47 is full of plenty of action, plenty of special effects, all the things you would expect from a movie like this. So how is it though? Because this is a mixed bag. Sometimes movies like this are great, sometimes they're horrible. Unfortunately, the best thing I can say about this movie is, it's okay. It's really not great. And I think part of the problem is it's just kind of clunky. Like, the storyline makes sense, sort of, but there's times where you swear, I don't know, I don't normally talk about this, but you almost swear the actors just stopped caring. I swear at the beginning, the Agent 47, he has an accent, and then halfway through it's just gone. It's just kind of weird. And most of the actors you've rarely ever seen. They're not that significant. Probably the biggest name in this whole movie is Zachary Quinto, who was in Heroes and then plays Spock in the new reboot of Star Trek. That's about the biggest thing you'll recognize.
You want to tell me what's happening now?
The man you're looking for, his name is Peter Aaron Litvenko.
Who is he?
Your father. I don't know much. Only that he's a geneticist, an expert in human biogenetics who spearheaded a program of experimentation.
What kind of experiments?
The kind that created killers.
So where should you see Hitman Agent 47? Well, that depends, because if you're a fan of the video game, you might actually enjoy this movie, and therefore you might want to see it in the theater. If you just like action, like drama thriller movies, and you like how they look on the big screen, then sure, it's a theater movie. Industrial Light and Magic, a huge special effects house, is involved in this movie, and they do a great job. Other than that, if you're not in those two categories, wait and see it on Redbox. You won't be disappointed that you waited and didn't spend the money. And as far as who you should see it with, this movie is rated R. There is no nudity in it. It's largely rated R because of graphic violence and foul language. And there is plenty of graphic violence in this movie, definitely to earn it an R. So not a movie for young kids if you hadn't figured that out all on your own. If you got a group of buddies, friends that like action movies, fine, it's a good night out or night in kind of movie for that. Otherwise, there's better action movies out there still. Hey, as always, I hope you enjoyed this review. Greatest compliment you can give us is to like and subscribe, and you'll get updates on future reviews. And if Agent 47 just doesn't look like your speed, I strongly recommend you check out The Man from U.N.C.L.E. You can watch that review by clicking right here, and we'll see you next week on reviewsfortherestofus.com. Reviews for movie fans by movie fans.